There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both on and off the ball.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's Menu. There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Menu is offering a right smile there.
And it's hoisted clear. Menu, pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Senesi. Scott. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Chance for a shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Šeško really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Scott. Adams. Oh, it's just lacking in accuracy. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Christie. Tavernier. Oh, it's Evan Nielsen. And it's Christie. Tavernier. Chance to play it in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Senesi have it back and can go again. And here's Tavernier, and here's Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen spread out to the left. Decent chance! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Troffer gets across to intercept that. Lisandro Martinez cuts it out. Matheus Cunha. Mount. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. It's Menu. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That has been cut short. Mount. Real chance! It's really well cleared. It is over the line. Caresses it through. Senesi is there and he can get that clear. Troffer. Looks to the other side. Adams. Really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Senesi. Troffer. And it goes cross-field. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Smith looking to hit the byline here. Going to throw in. Played into the middle. It is a corner. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Christie. Trufair. Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Do have a chance to counter here. Shaw. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Charging forward. Shapes to shoot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Played out to the right. Masrow, it's a mighty effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Shaw with the cross. Tavernier head out towards the right wing. And here's the chance to counter. Christie. Nice touch. Looking for a decent ball in. Out. Forward it goes. And now the breakaway. Adams wins the duel this time. Moved on forwards. Stopped. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Delict. Menu forwards and with intent. Really good play on the right, he's driving forward. That defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Kluivert, nicely intercepted. Trufair, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played back in. And it's Christie. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Christie. That is good strength. Here it is, crossed in. And he's there to clear it. Matthias Cunha. Evanilson! And that has been clubbed away. Tavernier. Trufair receives him in a wide position. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Francesco! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Kluivert. Smith. Shifted upfield. Kluivert. Defending of the desperate variety. Bruno Fernandes. Martinez, aim forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Manchester United starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. What a throw in. Šeško. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Šeško! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 10 minutes is number 30.
Manchester United gain their reward with an early goal. And it's Tavernier. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Truffert has it in a wide position. Oh, what a try! It's in!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not kicking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Senesi. Adams. Christie. Oh, good spread. Great defending, strong and determined. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Delivered with swing.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
Adams gets rid without sophistication. Menu.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Christie, gently done. Now it's Kluivert! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Masraoui getting this one clear. Truffert. Now it's Kluivert. Can he deliver? Kluivert with the cross. Gets it away. Referee's given a throw. There are a few waiting for it. Menu does really well to win the ball there. Vicious ball here. Now it's Matthias Cunha. Christie. Scott. Kluivert. Smith. Moved on forwards. Kluivert. Now he's off and running. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Matthias Cunha. Mount. Steve. And a chance! Tries to clear. Out for a throw. Nielsen. There will be a throw-in. Picks it up now. Petrovic deals with that nice and simple. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. Mount. And it's played forward. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's really well manoeuvred. Until a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Senesi. Tavernier is onto it in a flash. And the flag has stayed down. He's having a shot! So who's he picking out? Mount shifted upfield. Well, that is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Matthias Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. And takes a shot! Defending of the desperate variety. Senesi. Aim forwards. Smith. And here's Nielsen. Out to the right. Shaw getting this one clear. Bruno Fernandes. Forwards and with intent. All perfectly measured. Great chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Tavernier really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And they've got rid. And it's Christie. Adams. And here's Tavernier. Lisandro Martinez gets it away. Christie goes short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Christie. Truffert. Lovely feet. And here's Tavernier. It's run loose here. And here's Tavernier. Now this goes for a shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. And now he has two.
After 18 minutes is number 9.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Smith. And it's Clivert. Now it's Evan. Chance to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Mount. Bruno Fernandes. Now the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that has been cleared. And it's Mazraoui. Shot at goal! Scott, aim forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Smith, Tavernier, Evan Nielsen, and here's Tavernier, Evan Nielsen! Effort. That was extravagant by any standard.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tavernier. And claimed it back swiftly. Christie. Truffert. And here's Tavernier. Lisandro Martinez is there, and he can get that clear. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw, nicely aimed pass. Truffert. Senesi. Truffert. Christie. Smith. And it's Clivert. It's gone out for a throw-in. Kluivert, and he's onside. Hit into the middle. Kluivert crossed in once more. Big chance! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think he was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
After 23 minutes is number 10, Ryan Christie.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Šeško tries to get it clear. De Ligt makes the interception. Looking here to chip it through. Fair, and it's Tavernier. Mount wins the duel this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Shaw. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Mount. Hoisted in. Oh, smashing header! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Moved on forwards. Smith. Smith. And it's played forward. And it's Smith. Now it's Kluivert. Maciej Cunha. Mount. And he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Maciej Cunha. He can get that clear. And it's Mount. And the finish! It's a loose ball. He'll try to keep this alive.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Tavernier. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mount. Menu. Maciej Cunha. And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. Shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Adams. It's Kluivert. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Evan-Nielsen! Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
chance! Danger averted for now. Can he get onto this? Up he goes! And he's there to clear it. Mount. Martinez. Shaw. Good-looking ball. Smith. Kluivert. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Senesi forwards and with intent. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Kluivert really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that's well seen too. Truffert. Christie. That looks a good cross. Firmly met. Point-blank header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Bruno Fernandes. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. De Ligt. Oh, good spread. Oh, sweet feet. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Could be danger here. Here's Mount. Mount! That's a waste. Smith. Scott. Adams shifted upfield. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Shaw. A heavy challenge. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Smith. Aim forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. Mount. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Tavernier. Over to the left. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha! Matheus Cunha! Matheus Cunha! Right, has another go!
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Mount. And it's Mazraoui. That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Nielsen, clearly not happy with that. Mount, out to the left it goes. Matheus Cunha. Deception, his positioning was spot on. Adams. And it's Tavernier. Christie given the lift of his goal. Menu did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mazraoui.
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Scott. Smith. And it's Kluivert. Kluivert, and it's lofted through here.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Bruno Fernandes. And the shot! Cleared without complication. Menu. Out towards the flank. That's very neat. Time to deliver. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Senesi. Played towards the other side. Oh, he's found support out wide. Matheus Cunha. Oh, what a climb! Goal!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Goal for Manchester United. After 35 minutes is number 30.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Smith. Might be danger here. Truffert. And here's Tavernier. Scott. And here's Evan-Nielsen! He's missed, but not by that far.
Evan-Nielsen certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
He's onto it in a flash. That has found him in acres of space. And it's Mazraoui. Good ball and a shot! Truffert. Senesi chooses to go cross-field. Martinez. Menu. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Struck first time! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Truffert. Evan-Nielsen. Played out to the right. Ah, such a clever touch. Scott. Mount, gently done. Oh, that's neat. Matheus Cunha. It's a mighty effort! Bruno Fernandes, played out to the left flank. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Knocks it out wide. That is lovely. Now the delivery. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Truffert. Adams. Out to the left it goes. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. De Ligt clears it away. Shaw. Mount tries a measured ball. Senesi gets it away. And he's there to clear it. And it's Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's on his way! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kluivert. Oh, that's nice. Kluivert! Mount. Moved on forwards. It's been slipped through. It's Tavernier.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it.
Menu,
Aim forwards.
Christie. And it's Tavernier. And here's Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen! And the ball's come loose here.
Tries to get it clear.
Scott.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Menu shifted upfield. Bruno Fernandes. Mount. Menu. Mount. Šeško!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Turns and goes back.
He has a look up. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Defending of the desperate variety. Showing good feet.
That has been knocked clear. Christie. Senesi. Truffert. Senesi. Truffert over towards the opposite flank. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bruno Fernandes. Mount spread out to the left. Mount. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Mount. Matheus Cunha. Over to the left. Tries to cross. And that was very necessary. And that's been won straight back. Senesi.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
Scott.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
Truffert.
Looks to the other side.
Smith.
Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Oh, well measured.
That's a simple one for the keeper.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
De Ligt. Mount. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Shaw.
Shaw chooses to go cross-field. Poor, great defending, that needed doing. Martinez. Mount. Shaw. He's in a great position. It's Cisco! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Deftly away. There's Rawi. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matt. Shot, surely! They've scored! Manchester United are back on level terms. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured,
Goal for
it was
Manchester
simply
United.
inch perfect.
Number 7, Mason Mount.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And here's Tavernier.
Menu. We are into stoppage time. Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez, gently done. Lobbed in behind, and it's been played through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Christie. And it's played forward. Adams tries to think it through. It's come to nothing. Martinez. Shaw. And he goes cross-field. Calmly anticipates. Christie. Tavernier providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Evan-Nielsen. Evan-Nielsen. Scott. Scott has been caught there, it's a foul. Christie! Goal. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And again they hit the front. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is what we've been waiting for. And the whistle goes for half-time.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen So far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can have more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, what a half, what a game we have here. The second half can't come soon enough. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Senesi. Scott. Smith. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And it's Kluivert. Scott. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. So who's he picking out? Christie! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Christie forwards and with intent. Eva Nielsen. Now it's Kluivert. Smith. It's a threatening ball. Adams. Scott. Now it's Kluivert. Scott. Christie played out towards the right wing. Christie could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of...
Christie! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Keeper has it. Tavernier. And it's Tavernier. And here's Eva Nielsen. Eva Nielsen! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. He's there to get it away. Trufair. Well, played right into his path. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bruno Fernandes. Mount. Bruno Fernandes. Rawi. He is just caressing the ball. Tavernier wins the duel this time. Adams. Smith. Now it's Kluivert. Picks it up out wide. Smith. And it's Kluivert. Very nicely done. A chance to play it in. Now it's shoots! And it's hoisted clear. Menu carries the ball down the right. He's got away. Menu. Cross goes in there. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Played towards the other side. It's a mighty looking ball, that. Shaw charging forward down that flank. Matheus Cunha. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Scott. Smith. Now it's Kluivert. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Out to the right. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Martinez, Bruno Fernandes, Lisandro Martinez chooses to go cross-field. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Scott, ooh, a delicate chip through. Can he finish?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Bournemouth goal! After 51 minutes is number 19.
That has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Mazraoui chasing after it. And it's Tavernier. Now it's Christie. Christie, now here's the delivery. Lisandro Martinez gets it away. Matheus Cunha. Šeško. Mount. Matheus Cunha. He's on it. Oh, shooting chance! Aimed in towards the... Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
Šeško is offering a right smile there.
And it's Mount. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played into space out wide. Climbs up big! Couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Menu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Senesi. Truffert. Senesi. Christie. Senesi. Truffert. Adams. Mount. Nice looking ball. And the shot! He's hit it first time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bruno Fernandes. Mount. And they can counter here. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Adams. Eva Nielsen. Christie. Played out wide. Tavernier. Played out to the left flank. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Now, what about this cross? Matches Cunha. Now, what about a counter-attack? Petrovic getting this one clear. Mount. Petrovic breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Truffert. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And he's managed to get free. Tries a deft little ball. Tavernier looking to get on the end of... It's a mighty effort! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 55 minutes...
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Tavernier, and it's Christie. Now it's Christie. Tavernier. He has found the way through. Najraoui. Looks to the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Kluivert has given away a free kick. Menu. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to break at pace. And it's Tavernier. Menu does really well to win the ball there. Mount. Oh, great play! Can he finish? No mistake!
Manchester United, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Smith. Adams. Smith. Scott. Smith. That's a throw. Bruno Fernandes. Cross needs to be good. Defending of the desperate variety. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Martinez. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Mazraoui. Now it's Evan-Nielsen. Mazraoui. Menu. Mazraoui. Matches Cunha. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Senesi gets good distance on it. De Ligt forwards and with intent. Smith. Adams, Senesi, and it's played forward.
Blue vehicle registration BG04D0M. Please return.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Thank you.
Truffert, Senesi, Truffert, Senesi. Smith. Kluivert looking to run onto it. He's found a way through. Tries to get it clear. Muscular approach does pay off here. And he's heaved it away. Adams. Truffert. Tavernier. Tavernier. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
And he cuts out the supply. And the counter is on. Played back to the goalkeeper. Clipped into space. Well read, nice interception. Smith. Scott. Adams. Now it's Evan-Nielsen. And it's Christie. Tavernier. Truffert. Drilled in low. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Mount. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Truffert shifted upfield.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
He's in a good... Decent chance! And it's Shaw. Shaw delivers. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Truffert. He's in plenty of space here. Can he stop it going out? Mount delivers. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Matheus Cunha. Evan-Nielsen. Tavernier. Now he's got space here. Now it's Kluivert. It's anyone's ball now. Lisandro Martinez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Spread out to the left. There are a few waiting for it. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Adams attempts a clearance. Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. We're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he deliver? Well read. And the danger is averted. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Mazraoui aimed forwards. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's his shooting! And one more try! Truffert gets it clear. And it's Mount. Oh, it's come loose. That's going to go a long way.
De Ligt, gently done. Shaw. Out to the left it goes. There's the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Christie. Moved on forwards. Proves too strong. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Kluivert, absolutely focused. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Martinez. De Ligt. And it's played forward. Smith gets across to intercept that. Šeško. Great chance! Ball's gone out of play. Smith. Adams forwards and with intent. Out of play for a throw. Bruno Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. Matheus Cunha climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, if you give him something to attack in the air, he's most likely to get there. It's what he does best.
Trofer shifted upfield. Mazraoui tries to clear. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Trofer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Over to the left. Nice control. That is Trofer. Can he latch on to this? Tavernier. That has been knocked clear. Menu. Aim forwards. Mount. Mazraoui. Played in by It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Smith. Oh, it's played into the area. Mount.
Mount, gently done. Šeško. Shaw, who does have an assist to his name. Matthews Cunha. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Spectacular save! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now it's Kluivert. Christie. Oh, good spread. Plenty waiting in the middle. In once more. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Tavernier. And here's Evanilson. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Evanilson is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
De Ligt. And it's Shaw. Oh, nicely intercepted. It's run loose here. Evanilson. Just about up to 75 minutes. Senesi. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Kluivert. Christie. Truffert. And here's Tavernier. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Bruno Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Šeško. Played out to the right. Mazraoui. Truffert, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Succumbs to the pressure. And it's played forward. Great work on the overlap. Matthews, can he find the finish? Oh, should have put that away.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Christie. Kluivert! He should have put that one away.
Kluivert clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Evanilson, and here's Tavernier. That's good play. That is Truffert. Oh, nice touch. The
pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Mount. Mazraoui done delicately. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Truffert. That's really well manoeuvred. Tavernier. Mazraoui head over towards the opposite flank. Martinez. Mazraoui. Menu. Up towards the front line. And it's hoisted clear. Christie. Truffert. Adams. Smith. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Kluivert. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Cleared without complication. Tries to get it clear. Smith. Defending of the desperate variety. Well timed, excellent interception. Menu shifted upfield. Šeško. Truffert wins the duel this time. Gets good distance on it. Kluivert. Scott aim forwards. Truffert. Menu cuts it out. Martinez. And it goes cross-field. Menu. Out to the right. Oh, such a clever touch. Here's Mount. And the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And that has been cleared. Menu shifted upfield. That's a nicely weighted chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
That has been cut short. Out towards the flank. Tries a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Oh, what a climb! And somehow he managed to miss it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he finish? And that's a real chance missed. It's a mighty effort! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Evan-Nielsen.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Shaw. Trofea gets it away. Christie. He's shifting through the gears here. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. And it's played forward. Šeško. Shaw, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Christie. Fair. Christie. Nice physical challenge. Matías Cunha. Matías Cunha. Tavernier. So what can they make of this? Pinks one through. Oh, that's clever. He is through here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. De Ligt, gently done. And here's Evan-Nielsen. And it's Tavernier. Looking for a decent ball in. He's found... Oh, shooting chance! And he thumps it clear. He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
De Ligt getting this one clear. And that has been cleared. Good running, strong and purposeful. Bruno Fernandes! And that's a real chance missed.
It's about time, I think, we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
That's well seen too. Evan-Nielsen is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Senesi moved on forwards. Kluivert. He's found a way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Šeško. Shaw played with finesse. Trofea tries to clear. Senesi. Trofea.
And it's Tavernier. And here's Evan-Nielsen.
Out to the left it goes. De Ligt.
Menu.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Truffert. Tavernier. Evan-Nielsen. And here's Evan-Nielsen.
Evan-Nielsen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bruno Fernandes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Scott. Adams. Scott. Smith. Scott. Now it's Kluivert. Now this could... And he shoots!
And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Diogo Dalot.
Looking to hit the byline here.
Oh, that's neat.
Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Has been well intercepted. That has been cut short. Nicely intercepted. Matheus Cunha. Mount. And a chance! And the ball's come loose here. Petrovic trying to keep this in. Smith getting this one clear. Shaw. Played towards the other side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
And it's Christie. And here's Evan-Nielsen. He's had a shot! Taken with style.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
He's got four. That is remarkable.
After 88 minutes is number 9.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Menu.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
Christie.
Showing good feet.
Christie. Adams. Adams. Forwards and with intent.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution for Bournemouth. Number 15, Adam Smith.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Number 20.
Jimenez picks it up now. And it's Clivert. That's very neat.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a
Clivert.
minimum of 4 minutes.
So who's he picking out?
Truffert. Bruno Fernandes. Martinez.
That's really well manoeuvred.
And they've got a throw. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Diogo Dalot. Menu shifted upfield.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Diogo Dalot.
Does really well to win the ball there.
Mount. Truffert. Christie. Scott.
Aim forwards.
Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. And it's Shaw.
There are a few waiting for it. Oh, he's in! Mount! Cleared away. A chance to play it in.
Scott. Jimenez. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Martinez. Mount. Christie. Eva Nielsen. Matheus Cunha. Šeško. Mount!
And it's hoisted clear.
Tavernier getting this one clear. Tavernier forwards and with intent. Christie gently done.
And he's lost his man here.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Jimenez, and that's aimed into the middle. Menu. De Ligt. Moved on forwards. He's cut it out.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Done delicately.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Tavernier. Senesi. Spread out to the left. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mount. And it's Mount. Mount! Diogo Dallo puts a cross in. It's really well cleared. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Petrovic, one ball by the goalkeeper. Jimenez. And it's played forward. Kluivert looks across and plays it in. Can he spark a counter here? And it's gone back to the keeper. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. For most players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the manager still looks as if he has a thing or two to be said, but I think inside he's got to be very, very happy. It's a result business after all, and you can't ask for more on that front. He might already be thinking ahead now.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.